Nvidia in the morning, where we bring out some news, ride sharing, whatever else comes up, like Vinny says, and we have two rideshare drivers trying to work their way out of ride sharing through day trading. So, all right, let's get it on. Let's talk about some recent news. Okay, Vinny, you're pretty good at this stuff.
Let me see. Hell? What?
You put it when it comes to research. You're a lot better than I am.
What? Look at that.
You put it back when it comes to.
You see how he just told that lie there? You see how he just told that lie?
So in the latest news, so we've been watching a lot about this indictment that is going on right now, and
Good morning.
So yeah.
Good morning, and welcome.
Yeah, Talib. I agree, Talib. I think they just keep doing some things out there that they just keep making it worse and worse and worse. I said it earlier, man. I said just leave the man alone. Leave the man alone. You know, if he's not doing anything wrong, just leave the man alone. Anyway, so let's start it. Videos, you're in Florida over there. How was it? Traffic? Bad? Riots? Anything like that? Oh, wait. We don't hear you.
My bad, dude. My bad, dude and dudettes out there. What's going on, y'all? Good morning. Sorry, had to make an Instagram post. I usually don't do that. Eddie, man, listen. You know, we got to talk about, I would like to talk about double standards. Okay, yeah. Double standards. And how in this world, and it's not just related to what's going on right now with, you know, with the former president and the current president and past presidents. I really don't want to make it political, but they make it political, right? But just double standards in general, bro. Just double standards. But we can start. We can start with this one. Like, I'm dead serious about this. We can start with this one.
And Shimon, describe the crowd as you can discern their mood and their actions from our view, thousands of miles away.
Now, this is the CNN, and this is why I'm going to try to talk about double standards a little bit today. We know that the mainstream media, we know that they have bias, right? If you don't understand the definition of bias, it's when you lean one way or the other. If you're unbiased, you don't have a dog in the fight, right? You're just trying to be as open-minded as possible. I really do try to be as open-minded as possible, but it doesn't always work out that way. So this is the CNN version of it.
It looks like a relatively peaceful crowd.
Yeah, it is a relatively, it's been peaceful, Jake. You're right. Absolutely right. It's a peaceful crowd.
Well, we just saw
something
going on there.
Secret Service agents.
There it is. Okay.
There we go.
Somebody who is dressed kind of like as a.
Now, I want you to remember that guy. Remember the guy in the prison suit. Just remember that guy.
Cartoon prisoner with a sign that says lock him up, but he got on the street, I think was the issue there. And the police came and pushed him aside, although it didn't look like a tremendously violent confrontation. Sorry, Shimon, go ahead.
See, now that's Dave Trapper, or whatever the fuck his name. Trapper. Trapper is an idiot. He is a known biased reporter. Dave Trapper, whatever the hell his name is. We go through this, and they just absolutely got to put
about the fingerprinting, the other things that they do in the process. And so now we await for his appearance, Jake.
All right, Shimon Prokopez,
Jake
thank
Trapper.
You so much. And as we watch these images, let's chat with my panel here. And Dana Bash, I mean, we should just.
Now, I understand this is CNN. There's a reason why I want to do this, because they're going to go in here and they're going to start talking trash. Forget that the man was a president. All they're getting ready to talk about is how bad this guy's messed up. That's all they're getting ready to do. Tapper.
Take a moment here.
Thank you.
This is a historic day, and not in the good sense. This is the second time a former president, Donald John Trump, has been arrested and arraigned.
By the way, markets
the
are
first
open.
time it's on federal charges.
All of the swirling politics, all of the back and forth, the defend him, not defend him. You're exactly right. That is all maybe for this moment important to put aside and to mark the history, that this is something that they will be learning about in history books.
Problem here is, problem, right? The problem here is now all of a sudden they want to start pushing aside the politics when it's the mainstream media that's got him hemmed up. But the double standard comes in is when we start talking about the other guy that's in the White House now, caught $5 million bribes. They talk this particular investigations over documents, classified documents, unclassified documents that he had in his place, right at his house. But the other guy who wasn't even supposed to have them has got them in like 4 different locations across the country, or previous administrations that had them in their sock drawer or an old abandoned furniture store, right?
Or next to his car,
right,
garage.
Right. So they want to bend this to go that way. They want to bend it as you know, Trump is bad, and we're not going to worry about the other ones. We're not going to do the whataboutisms. But the double standard comes in. Well, if it's something to one political party's advantage, they will talk about it. If it's a disadvantage to their, they won't talk about it. We do the same thing. Eddie, you and me, we got double standards. We look at certain things a certain way, and any other way opposing to that, oh, it's bad, instead of being down the middle with it. But anyway, I want to bring you some. I'm going to bring you now. This is my boy Joel Franco, and I like him. He's the guy I've been following for, I don't know, for about 6 months maybe. Dude, I like his videos. Here, let me turn this on. This is Trump. Now look, you see the shirts there? They say Black Trump. They had the Latinos out for Trump. They had the blacks out for Trump. They had the white out for Trump. Bro, I don't understand why these news outlets feel like they were going to come to Miami, my city, and think they were going to get an overwhelming bashing of this president, this former president. Do they not know where they're coming? Miami is 53 or 54% Hispanic. Okay. Understand that's the population of Dade County, 53 or 54 Hispanic. But unlike certain people with double standards where they think all Latin folks are blue, right? So to speak. Bro, we got people from Venezuela. We got people from Cuba. We got people from Dominica. We got people from Puerto Rico. We got people from Brazil, Colombia. We have everybody here, bro. Ecuador. We have everybody here. And not all those countries are a communist or social regime. But the ones that are here are warning us as Americans, yo.
That's right. And then they come here. They come here leaving all that stuff, and then they see it doing it here too. And that's why things like this happen.
By the way, good morning, Mr. Melvin. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, Invisible River Ranch.
Yes, Invisible
and good morning, good morning. I know this is going to be a little different than most people want, but we're talking about double standards.
And I think it's there you go. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Is that 5? 5?
5 what? What are you talking about? No, so this guy a little earlier in the video, this guy was just running his mouth, you know, why y'all like Trump? And see, this is where the problem becomes. Here, I'll just let you take care. Now you see, he must have said something to this dude here in the white shirt. And dude in the white shirt, you can clearly see the back of his shirt what it says, right? Trumpsters are not racist. They've tried to make this man out to be the biggest racist anybody's ever seen. But regardless, you like to stir the pot. Now listen to me, Eddie. If you stir the pot the wrong way, You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Consequences, bro.
Yeah.
Consequences.
And in other words, you can do it, but I can't.
Let's go, sir.
They thought they was gonna have some kind of blue wave down here, and when I tell
By the
you,
way, but as the guy with the sign lock him up, wow, he's walking around the crowd and nobody's doing anything.
nothing, right? Equal. That's the beauty of the First Amendment. It's the First Amendment. Say what you want.
Yeah.
Right? As long as you're not physically hurting nobody, say what you want. But I want to get to the
Damn liberal leftist.
now, homeboy here. I listen, I don't want to presume his nationality, but I could go one of three different ways with this gentleman. He is either a Native American, he is either from Central America or South America. Okay, when you listen to him, in other words, you have like politics should not be decided by one's race or nationality. You follow what I'm saying, Eddie? This is not a race or nationality thing. These are the wedges that both sides of the aisle, both Democrats and Republicans, push us into. They both want the wedge. Well, let me rephrase that. Democrats and old school Republicans, they want that wedge. They want to divide you up. The problem that we're going to have in this country, in my opinion, my humble opinion is, you're going to have, listen, I think you said it yesterday, Eddie. The Democrat Party is splintering apart. You got two factions in the Democrat Party now. Nobody wants to talk about it, but it's true. And you got two factions in the Republican Party. You got the grand old party, the old school Republicans, go along to get along. Let me get my money. We ain't really worried about the people. That's the old Senate from Rome. That's that old Roman Senate that knocked off Julius Caesar, right? In the Democrats, you got the very, very, very liberal progressives. And then you've got hardworking Democrats that truly believe the bullshit that they're the party of the people. Right?
They let people free that burn down their own neighborhoods.
Yeah, well, it's not even about, I'm not trying to get into that, but I'm just saying Democrats typically want to depend on government. Republicans typically want to depend on themselves. But when we talk about the politicians and the double standard, it's always do as I say, don't do as I do. Anyway,
right. Look at what they did, and look at what they did in PR.
You might just be getting a head start. I don't know. Yep.
All right. So here he is. Now you see, this is the stuff. This is why the Secret Service gets paid the big bucks. You see this dude here in the prison suit? There he is. He's mixed in the crowd. He's all mixed in the crowd there. This is when he's already been arraigned. He's already pled not guilty. He's getting ready to get the hell up out of my. Well, actually, he was going someplace else. We'll see that in a minute. This was after his court appearance.
Yeah. Right, looks like they're about to move out.
Now watch him. By the way, you can see the cars that start revving.
All right, so I want to show you something. This is a standard SUV right here. This one here is a standard SUV. This is Beast. This is the one Brandon's got to drive in Chicago on his Lux Black SUV runs, all armor bodied out. Okay.
Secret Service, look at that.
There you go, boo. That's it. He's done. Now the car needs to get out of there. Like, you gotta go. Even the cameraman, like, you better like.
Now I needed to see this for a minute. I needed to stop this for a minute. Homeboy, he's Secret Service.
Yeah.
Homeboy was kind of slow.
I was just gonna say,
They were kind of slow, bro. They were kind of slow. I'm just gonna say, old prison guard there got in front of that SUV pretty damn quick. If he would have been one of those idiots, with a button, we got to admit he got there kind of slow. Oh man. Anyway,
Oh my.
so now he's coming back. right? Big boy here. He's
and then there you go.
walking out.
Secret Service comes back, and then that guy is done.
Now look, I want to show you something here, because you know one of these news stations are going to say they jacked this guy up, but as you can see, he was detained. They kept everybody away from him. You don't see anybody in that crowd trying to jump on him, right? You don't see nobody trying to kick his ass. This is what peaceful protest looks like.
Damn, I wonder what the charge is for that.
The guy that rushed the motorcade is in handcuffs.
And that's that, bro. And that's that. So that was the most exciting part of it, right?
Yeah.
And then you got, and we'll get to the all the comments in a little bit. Just follow with us here about the double standard. Meanwhile, I'm watching the market. Actually, I'm not paying attention to the market till after the Fed announces their rate hike today. Local 10 News. This is my local TV station. I'm not going to play all this behind you because they're so goddamn biased. This is why people don't pay attention. News stations want to know why people don't watch them no more, because they're so biased. Okay, let's talk about this double standard for a minute. Tucker Carlson was doing all of this good stuff on Fox, right? The J6 tapes. He was trying to be honest. Everybody knows Tucker Carlson.
Which they were giving him a hard time.
And he hates Donald Trump. He is not a Donald Trump fan. But, if you bring up the twit, he's back on Twitter. Tucker Carlson on Twitter. He did episode 3 last night. So he's doing once a week. Okay. His monologue. He's standing up not for Donald Trump. He's standing up for this whole thing, which that's an unbiased opinion. When you put aside your dislike or your disdain for something and actually report the news, I'm down with that. I'm cool with that. But when you're coming at a news thing with a bias, with a hatred, and you're letting that hatred show out, there are YouTube channels on Rideshare. That's what they do. They make their god-dirt living off of being drama-filled and hateful. And then they claim, their claim is that, oh, no, I'm the righteous one. I'm your leader. Follow me. I'm going to show you how to do it. You don't get to be a leader when you're spewing hate for something because you're biased against them, because you're butthurt against them, and then point down below, oh, by the way, click my link, we'll set you up. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Anyway.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Food for everyone.
So he is at Versalles, which is a world famous Cuban restaurant in downtown Miami. Well, not downtown Miami, in Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami. Trump said not guilty to 37 charges in federal court, had a man jump out in front of his motorcade, and he's like, food for everybody. Let's go.
See that? And he's talking, getting along. By the way, everybody is on his side. And I don't see any rioting going on. I wonder why.
Yeah, well, you're not going to see that. No. By the way, you see who this is over here? That looks like Jose Masvidal. Huh?
So we want to take you to the sound of him talking about his campaign.
There he is.
I think it's a rigged deal here. We have a rigged country. We have a country that's corrupt. We have a country that's got no borders. We have a country that's got nothing but problems. We're a nation.
Is he lying? That's what I want to know. Did what he just said, is it a lie? How many people are really, people are really concerned about immigration. It's nothing against other people, bro. But a nation without borders is an unsecured nation. When you break it down to the essence of what we're talking about here. I know this sounds like I'm leaning Trump, but no, I'm just, as an American.
It is just like other people have their border walls and they protect their own border. They have their own border walls.
I mean, you look at other countries, they get overrun with illegal immigration. Do you know what illegal? Listen, Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, DoorDash drivers. You want to know why your rates are so low? Okay, I'm going to get in trouble here, Eddie, for this one. Eddie, I'm just letting you know.
We all know.
I'm going to get in trouble for this one. So here goes our monetization for today on our channels. Okay, we're going to get in trouble for this one. There's here's a double standard. People that work here, that do rideshare, that do all the gig apps, you will never get a pay raise. Do you know why you will never get a pay raise? Because they have so many people that they're allowing to work these apps with no driver's license, with no insurance. They're willing to work for the cheapest amount of money possible because where they're coming from, the money they're making here now seems like so much more. But when you allow your supply of workforce, regardless of regulations or standards, can overtake the job market, your job market wages get depressed. They become depressed. As working people, when we go to buy a product, we can buy it at Nordstrom or we can buy it at Walmart. We can buy it at a local mom and pop shop, and it's going to cost us a little more. Okay? But if we know we go to Walmart and pay for less, we don't think about, well, what labor in another country is being depressed. Their wages are being suppressed. Their livelihoods are being oppressed. We're okay with them because it's not us. But then when it happens to us, now we're all pissed off in arms. Well, Uber and Lyft should be paying us more. You know why they will never give you? I've been doing this shit 7 years part-time. I have never gotten a pay raise. My pay raise was when I went out and bought a higher platform vehicle. You want to know why? Listen, I'm just on a rant today. This is the way it is. You guys, I'm sorry if you don't like it, but this is the truth today. Today we're having truth day. Eddie, you can shut me up at any time. I'll go into time.
Go ahead. I'm letting you rant because I know Uber. Well, I know at least Uber. You know what they're gonna start doing? Instead of shutting down your account and instead of getting deactivation, they're just not gonna give you any rides. I think that's the way they're gonna do it.
Well, listen, everybody, every single gig channel has talked about cherry picking. Know your worth. Do you exactly what you just said is exactly what happens. The algorithm picks up on, okay, you don't want to take these rides? No problem. We just won't send you any. Because we have enough people coming in on the apps. When it's slow in the apps, we're going to teach you a lesson. We're going to throttle you. The algorithm.
That's going to be the new deactivation.
That's the new deactivation, bro. That's the new deactivation. Anyway, let's finish this off because I want to get through this double standard.
They decline, and then they do this stuff. And you see where the people are. We love the people, and you see where they are. You see the crowds and everything else. We have a country that is in decline like never before, and we can't let it happen.
He's not wrong, dude. Like, he's not wrong, Eddie. He's not wrong.
But then, and now this goes back to everything else in between Hunter Biden. Do you know with the $5 million bribe, whatever, and all that stuff, the guy that actually he got paid from 17 videos of evidence? Yep. Hey, in case they try to do anything to him or her. Yep. I don't know if it's a guy or a she. That's ironic. And then this starts happening. So they're trying to cover it up. But like I said a while ago, I was like, you're poking the wrong guy. You're poking the wrong guy.
But here's my problem. It's not even about poking the wrong guy, Eddie. It's about if you're going to call it for one side, then you got to call it equal on the other.
Correct.
Right? What's the big driving wedge right now in America? We're going to be honest about it? Let's be honest about it. I might lose 100 subs today. I don't give a fuck. Okay?
Okay.
If we're going to be honest about it, let's be honest about it. What's driving is equity, not equality. It's equity. That's the buzzwords, right? Both political parties use this word, equity. They do it to get you triggered and into your emotions, right? Equity. It's all about equity. It's not about equality, because if it was about equality, you would be holding the current president to the same standards that you're holding the former president. And if you, in your mind, if you're watching this right now, if you can't hold both sides of the aisle equally accountable, your opinion is shit. It's based on shit then.
Yeah.
If you can't hold, it's a double standard. Oh, we love Joe Biden.
They're accusing
hate
this
Donald Trump.
guy of the same stuff that they've been doing forever. And we haven't known about it. It's just that nobody does anything about it. Why? Because they're in power. You know, if you say anything, they'll shut you up, they put you in jail, okay? Or they, you disappear. That's how they do it.
Bro, I mean, that's what Fidel Castro did. Fidel Castro, right, in Cuba, took all those that stood against him and threw their asses in jail. The banana head that died, I can't think of his name right now.
You see, somebody was saying that Biden was the most popular president voted in. Yep, yes, he was. Yes, he was. I mean, but Elon kind of removed the 70 million bots that were in there. But technically, yes, if you count all the bots.
He was never. If you truly, well, I'm not going to get into the whole.
Yeah, no.
The election is good or the election is bad. Listen. If you truly believe that the last presidential election was on the up and up, that's how I'm going to put it. If you truly believe the last election was on the up and up, I would ask you with an unbiased mind to truly go look at it. Now, there's two ways to look at it, Eddie, in my opinion. You take the results at fair value and you move on. Okay, that's fine. But if you don't question it with all the suspicious things, the five counties that were in question going in on that night, all 5 counties had a problem with the machines or had a problem with tabulating votes. All 5. Those 5 swung the election.
But nobody wanted to believe it. Supposedly, everybody's like, it's fake news.
Whether we want to believe it or not, right? What I'm saying is there were 5 counties that had problems. Those 5 counties were leading for one side. And then all of a sudden the next morning they were leading for the other. So, do your due diligence, do your research. I'm not saying it was a rigged election or it wasn't a rigged election.
Listen, it was ChatGPT that recorded the videos and manipulated them. That's what it was. The videos that you saw them, signing the votes, harvesting them, hence my strategy harvesting, all right? And then dropping them all off, that ChatGPT, bro. ChatGPT redid the whole entire video. It was fake video. It was a fake video.
I'm just saying, dude, when I look at this stuff, it is what it is, right? So I see, and now let's talk about double standards again, right? Why is it that some Republicans are for Donald Trump and some aren't? Why is it that some Democrats are for Joe Biden and some aren't? Because they have bias, right? The very liberal progressives want free for everybody and rob the rich. I was explaining to somebody yesterday. Do you remember, Eddie, do me a favor, look this up. When Elon Musk, who happens to be the highest single paying taxpayer of all time.
Oh,
how much was that? Oh man, we got comments going on. I'm sorry, I can't keep up.
Yeah, no. Oh wow, 15 billion? The bulk of Musk's tax bill stems from nearly 13 billion Tesla stock sold as of December 13, which is even larger than the recorded 10.2 billion worth of Amazon stock Jeff Bezos sold last year.
See here,
yeah, and he admitted that he pays a lot in taxes.
Do you remember Do you remember the Twitter war between him and Senator Warren when she said, "Oh, millionaires and billionaires need to pay their fair share," and he says, "Well, I just paid the most tax by any single taxpayer in the history of the world, and you've already spent it all." Taxation without representation is theft, bro. That's a libertarian standpoint. That's why that's why we're an independent nation now. Because the king kept trying to tax us. Boston Tea Party, they threw that shit in the water. Listen, if the political parties keep trying to manipulate the people are going to have enough. The people are going to have enough, bro. The double standard is enough is enough. Do I really care? Do I really care what color or what sexual orientation you have? No, I don't give a shit. Treat me good, I treat you good. That's the bottom line. But once you start crossing certain lines, and I'm going to leave it at that, certain lines, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Like taking your top off in front of the Capitol?
Got no problem with that. 1960s, they did that. When women got the right to vote, they burned the bras. 1960s, that ain't the first time. I ain't got no problem with that. You have your right to a peaceful protest, bro. When you start crossing, how can I say this without saying it? Age restrictions. See, listen, I'm going to say something. Again, I might lose 100 subscribers today. I don't give a shit.
You got to deal with the dads.
Listen to me. I am pro-choice. Let me explain. I do not believe in it, right? I'm picking my words carefully here. I do not believe in that certain subject, but I'm pro-choice because it's not my place to tell you what to do with your body. But in that same breath, it's not your place to tell me what to do with my body. So when the whole pause happened, who were the ones pushing you to do something with your body? Who was the ones doing it? What party was pushing you to do something with your body? The same one screaming, don't tell me what to do with my body.
That's right. And people like Jamie Foxx suffer the consequences.
It's a double standard, bro. It's a double goddamn standard. On one hand, don't tell me what to do with my body, but on the other hand, I'm gonna tell you what to do with your body.
But on the
standard.
It is a double standard. But this is what's going on right now, is that if whether he's guilty or not guilty, it is like breaking the law. So whether he's guilty or not guilty, all right, are they going to enforce the law on Papi Joe and Clinton's?
Well,
I mean, can you bleach? Get rid of emails, bleach everything, make it everything evidence disappear for things that you're not even supposed to be having?
Here's my deal, bro. You can't. My whole thing to this is, listen. You can't do to one side and not do to the other. That is a double standard. That's it. That's my issue. Invisible River Ranch, they have tons of evidence now. They've got 15 audio recordings, 2 video recordings. The documents that were released by the FBI 2 weeks ago show that show the bribery took place. There's evidence, my friends. There's evidence.
There's evidence.
The intent, Invisible River Ranch, and respectfully, the current president has a video clip out there where he says, I'm leaving in a half hour. He better be gone or you're not getting his $1 billion. This all ties into that conversation. So it's there. It's there. Did you hear what Hillary turned around and said? Again, remember, she was the original one that called all those that supported Donald Trump deplorables, or if you were supporting the Republicans, you were deplorable. Yesterday, she came out and she said it's a cult. There's nothing you can do to help those people.
Of course.
You don't think she talks about race people like the same way? You don't think Hillary sits there and talks about brown people, black people, yellow people, green people, purple people in the same freaking tone? She is as racist as they come. There is nothing not racist about her. Her or Bill.
But there is no evidence. But there is no evidence on that.
You notice Bill never got caught with a woman of color?
Which Bill? Which Bill?
The former president. Bill never banged out a woman of color. He never snuck around with a woman of color. It was always the pale lily whites. You ever ask yourself why? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, there's some Spanish women and some black women that, boy, looky here. Looky here. They put that J-Lo on your ass, and that's over. You're done.
Listen.
They put the J-Lo on you, and you're done. Ain't no white woman gonna do that because white women are flat ass.
Listen,
okay, I'm just saying.
She carries hot sauce in her purse. She's not racist. In Puerto Rico, you don't carry hot sauce. You just pick it right from the tree, and then you put it in your food.
I'm just saying, bro. If you're gonna call bias, call bias. If you're gonna call it double standard, call it double standard, bro.
Well, I'm sorry. I think you put something up and I took it out.
I didn't put anything up, bro. Because this live stream is going to get us in all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, I know.
You come to my door, I got
it's all right. You know, everything. My turnaround was basically what was happening in Puerto Rico. There's one thing that I always teach my kids, and I was like, listen to what they say, but watch what they do. Okay,
amen to that.
Every single time, they can say anything they want, but it's how they react. It's what they do after that matters. You know. And in PR, they were lying about it. The news was freaking lying left and right, because they were taking the money for themselves, and then they were hiding the food, so they could keep asking for more money. That's what it was going. You know, that's what was going on. You know, and then if you knew somebody in politics, you know, they hook you up. They hook you up real good. While the next door neighbor, while your neighbors that are right down the road, they couldn't get any food. They won't give anything to them. Happened to me where I was living. Everybody had a generator. Everybody had a generator because they were the governor, well, whoever the governor was for that, knew it was family of my family. You know, and I was like, hey, these people don't need this. You know, give it to other people. You know. So that's how I wanted to leave. I want my whole entire. I mean, the way of thinking of my whole entire family when that was going on. I mean, everybody was quick to take. You know, everybody was quick to take, but nobody wanted to give. You know, it's kind of like when we have celebrities and stuff. They're all from Puerto Rico. You know, and they have houses there and they live there. But the moment all their donations and their help was done, what they do? They took off. Nobody stayed. Ricky Martin was one of them. All right. And I forgot what that golfer's name was that he used to live there. Used to see him all the time. Man, he was gone like even way before the hurricane hit. He never came back. But these are the kind of things that happen all the time. And then people want to go bitch and whine about he was throwing bread, you know, food to the people, like, throwing hissy fits and stuff. You know, but hey, it's okay. But what's going to happen now is that, let me see. So, Senator Chuck Grassley said on Monday that Burisma executive who allegedly paid Joe Biden and Hunter Biden kept 17 audio recordings of his conversation and then with them as an insurance policy. All right. You know what's going to happen? 2024 is going to come in. 2024 is going to come in. All right. They're all screwed.
Well, let me say something here.
Because they break the law and they get away with it.
They impeached that president twice. They've already taken him. This is the second indictment. First, he had a state indictment in New York. Then he had a federal. Now, yesterday, we got a federal indictment in Miami. They've done all this on the flimsiest of evidence. Right. And if you guys think that he's really guilty of doing something this time around, other than being just stupid, being a braggart, I invite you guys to go look up the Espionage Act. And seriously, like, you should be aware of these things. But then you have on the other side, you have all of this other evidence that's coming out in droves. Tara Reid, right? If you guys don't know who Tara Reid is, you should go look it up. In droves, all this evidence. Yet, nothing's happening to that side. That's a double standard. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to double standards. I don't like double standards. Call it down the middle. The American people are strong enough to handle down the middle. We don't always have to agree. I love every single person that's in our chat. Every
It's just-
single person that subscribes to our channels, every single one of you, even those that I don't agree with, y'all still my peoples.
It's just we got some very colorful people that get triggered so bad. It's just like they do the whole Karen thing, you know. But it's like a peacock.
See, I don't like that. I don't like any
You know?
type of. Well, I'm just saying, Eddie. I don't care for calling people Karens or calling people out their names, because that invites violence. It really does. It invites violence because anybody could be a whiny asshole. Anybody can be a whiny asshole. But Karens, now you're talking specifically about white females. All of a sudden, that's white females. But if you turn around and you see something the other way, then it's another fucking problem. And before any of y'all get in there and think that I'm racist, bro, I've got 4 interracial children. I don't want to hear it. Ain't a fucking racist bone in my body, bro.
But I don't look.
Not fucking
I don't
one.
even criticize anybody for where they from where they come from. All right, but if you live in your bad neighborhood to go into a good neighborhood, okay, but then you say, oh no, those neighborhoods are good, then you know it's like, okay, then why'd you leave? It's kind of like me and PR. You don't see me putting the Puerto Rican flag up there on in my car, okay? Do I like my island? Yes, I like my island. But how the people treat each other when it comes to politics, and a whole entire island is like Section 8. Almost everybody is in Section 8, but it's controlled. I was like, okay, look, do what I say, and I'm going to give you $250 every month. I did Section 8. I did Section 8. I think they paid me like, it was a couple of $100, okay? I just signed a piece of paper, and I was in there like 5 minutes. They gave me a piece of paper, all right, and I was getting food stamps. And I feel like I was like, it's just me being lazy. Let me just get a job. Let me just get a job. All right. I returned my car. I can never get food stamps ever again, because I just went back to the lady and I said, I don't want it no more. She's like, oh, you can't return it like that. He's like, you have it, now you got to use it. I was like, no, I don't want it. He was like, there you go. He's like, well, if you return it, then you were never going to get it again. He's like, that's fine then. Okay. And that was like 15 years ago. That was about 15 years ago. 15 years ago. It was just, you had to do what they say. You had to do what they said when you had the food stamps, or else they didn't give you food to eat. That's how Puerto Rico is. I don't know if anybody lives in Puerto Rico right now, but yeah. But by the way, Yolti, you know, I have a white friend in New York. Man, I hope you're watching, because I can't wait till I go to New York and I put myself like right in front of your face, like, say it now, okay? Call me a white supremacist, a Nazi, and I forgot what the other one was. I don't know. And it was 3 groups. And I was like, okay, you know, even if I wanted to join any of the groups, one of them will probably hang me. The other one will burn me alive. All right. And the other one will probably beat me to death. So what group am I going to join? You know? And I'm Puerto Rican. So I'm like the Mexican, black, okay, or white. I'm like right between all of them. So what do I do? But hey, it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to wait for 2024, and I hope that the justice system.
Well,
prevails.
I just listen, my whole thing was not to be political, although it seems like that way. I don't think it's political. I don't want to be political. I just wish that more people would call out the double standard. If Trump is guilty, charge him, convict him. If Biden is guilty, charge him, convict him. Because without law, without rules, there's no order, and we're in pure chaos. And at that point, the experiment we call America is done. Regardless of what anybody's political view is, if you are not willing to stand up by the Constitution, not the interpretation of the Constitution, what the goddamn thing says, what that piece of paper says. If you can't live by that Constitution, hell, we can just move to China, Venezuela, Cuba, wherever.
What's that law? What's the law Gavin Newsom wants to put in there?
Oh, which one? There's like 3 of them.
The in the Constitution, the 28th.
Where he wants to, the 28th Amendment, this introduction of the 28th Amendment would absolutely nullify the Second Amendment. And if you nullify the Second Amendment, then you effectively nullify the First Amendment. So you no longer have freedom of speech. I mean, at the end of the day, like, if you want to put on the tinfoil hat, I'll go get the tinfoil. You know, I should do that anyway, Eddie.
Talk about being born privileged, okay, and giving all these things to all of a sudden try to put an amendment that will benefit only him and people like him in his position.
What did Malcolm X say, bro? What did Malcolm X say? Malcolm X said the only thing he fears is the white liberal. That's who he said black folks need to fear. The white liberal.
Yeah.
That was
Malcolm X. At the end of the day, they keep doing this.
What did Martin Luther King say? Judge me by my character, not my skin tone. I'm not going to start quoting word for word. I'm just saying, when you got people need to wake up, bro. People need to wake up. That's why y'all join In the Mornings with Eddie and Vinny. By the way, I got to do this because it's starting to get a little heavy here.
Breaking news.
Today's forecast, precipitation. Because it's hot in the motherfucker out here, man. Back to you, Eddie and Vinny.
We want to thank Jeff Mack, the weather guru, for that, because he's right. It's getting a little too hot, too heavy in here. Eddie, we need to tone it down. Let's tone the temperature down, brother. Let's talk about the market.
This is some good stuff. We can actually rant about shit that's actually happened. I mean, crap that happened to me while I was in PR.
So here's the other part to this, bro. Here's the other part to this. You know there's another part to this, right? Here's another. Yes, we Zoom. Yes, we are working hard to actually make this a legitimate morning show. He says we actually have backgrounds now. Yes, we're trying, sir.
We're trying. We're trying.
As Eddie always says in the opening monologue, we are just two dumbass Uber drivers trying to work our way out of rideshare. You know, listen here, ask yourself this, Eddie. Since Trump is the big news, right? Since Trump and Biden are the big news, they're both dirty. They're both doing their things. Listen, I'm down with Trump because of his policies. I'm going to say something here again. I'm 54 years old. There are only two presidents that when they were president, everybody across the board made money. Didn't matter your skin tone, your nationality, your race, or your economic status, your station. There's only two presidents where everybody made money. One of them was a Republican and Donald Trump, and one of them was a Democrat and Bill Clinton. If you were a working man or an aspiring business owner, whatever, under Bill Clinton, you made money. Everybody got paid. Matter of fact, no, not with Reagan. Not everybody made money under Reagan.
Shit, I'm not that old.
Everybody made money under Bill Clinton, and everybody made money under Donald Trump. Let's be honest. This is why I don't have a political affiliation. I will show you my voter's registration. It says no party affiliation on it. I am not a Republican nor a Democrat. I'm with whoever's going to help me get money. Yes, remember Invisible River Ranch. The last balanced budget was under Bill Clinton. The federal government, Eddie, had a surplus on the budget under Bill Clinton. Everybody made money, bro. Everybody.
After everything that went right, everything was just destroyed. It was destroyed in months.
Why?
Months.
Why though? You got to ask yourself why.
Months.
Why was it destroyed?
And it was started freaking affecting it. Like, I mean, it was affecting me. And dude, I was I would say three times, verge of homelessness, man. Like trying to find a way to pay my bills. It was just like, dude, it's like, I can't do this. It's like, I got to do something. But it's because of this crap that I keep seeing all the time on the news. All right. And I've always said to myself, some guy is gotta go in there one day. All right. And he's gotta like not give a shit and go after every single one of these people. But I'm not right now. It's like go after them. No mercy. No mercy.
Who's he going after though? You can't listen. We live in a civilization. Now we're gonna get deep, bro. Now we're going deep. Now we're going.
Let's go deep.
We're gonna go.
Let's go deep. Let's go deep. Let's go deep.
Let's go deep. In the history of humankind, in the history of man, there is one thing that has always held true. From the very beginning, there's one thing that's always held true. We live in a world where the chess match is kings and peasants. Always. The haves and the have-nots. I get into disagreements with people about the Bible all the time about this, because the scripture that they're reading out of the Bible has been edited over and over and over and over again.
Like Exodus 21.
There was no Catholicism before Christ. It didn't exist.
Now we're getting into religion, bro.
No, I'm just saying the fucking standard, bro. That's all I'm saying. It's a double standard, dude. And it's whatever the kings lead you to believe. This was the question I was going to ask you, Eddie. We're talking right now about double standards between political parties, right? What is it that we're not seeing in the news? What is it that they're doing behind us that we're not paying attention to? How much more money has gone to Ukraine in the last 2 weeks? I think it's up to like $200 million. I think we've sent another $200 million to Ukraine. You want to know why your stock market's pumping? You want to know why they're manipulating the numbers in the stock market? So they can keep printing money, like Welty said, so they can keep printing money and send it overseas somewhere. 21 veterans commit suicide every day. Half of that is probably because they can't get the help they need. And the other half is probably because they can't get the help that they need. If you ain't ever strapped them up, been in a combat situation, you wouldn't know what the hell I'm talking about. But yet, we look at places like California. It's tent city everywhere. Even if you don't agree with the Democrats or the Republicans, I don't give a shit. All that money we're sending elsewhere. California, bro. California report came out the other day. I should have goddamn clipped it. I didn't clip it. My bad, y'all. I'll do better next time. They are spending on average $180,000 per homeless person in the California state budget to help homeless people. $180,000 per person?
I'm going to assume not our homeless.
No. Listen, I don't care. American citizen, non-American, I don't give a shit. The point is, if you're spending $180,000 per person on homeless people in California, you could buy every single individual a freaking house with $180,000. So I don't understand these numbers, dude. These numbers don't make sense. They don't make sense. They're not true.
They're manipulating the numbers. And then
It's
you can't, I mean,
manipulating
even the stock market. I was listening to Robert Kiyosaki. He was on PBD, and he was saying that I've made the most money when the market crashes.
I'm waiting on it. That's why I'm not in the play right now. I'm waiting to see what the Fed's going to do today. Right? We're going to get the minutes here today. That's why I got SPY up on the chart. You guys can actually see the SPY chart on the chart. And when that number hits today, we probably won't be live at that time. But when the Fed releases what they're going to do, whether they're going to add another rate hike in, here's a story that broke last night because of rate hikes. Nordstrom shutting down. Westfield malls. You guys got in your area where you live.
Oh, shit.
Wait a minute. Nordstrom. Yep. Did you hear about Westfield malls? They're a real estate company. They own malls. If you're in South Florida, they own the Broward County Mall. All right. The Broward County Mall, University and 595, University and Broward Boulevard, however you want, was be more University and Broward Boulevard. The Westfield Mall, they are bailing on us. They are bailing out. They are going to leave the United States market. This was the news last night. This is the news that you don't hear about. They are all saying the hell with paying these interest rates on these loans. Take the property. We don't care. Commercial real estate is crashing, but we're sitting up here talking about
the two Hilton hotels in Cali, San Francisco. They're leaving.
Bro.
$725 million loan, almost $1 billion. They're not going to pay anymore.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Now, who's going to make up for that? Who's going to make up for that money? These are not going to all become Amazon fulfillment stations. They're just not.
But have you seen that how somebody in that guy's position that owns the hotel, owns the buildings, they could just skip on $725 million loan and he's good.
He's good.
Why is he good? Because he's got other investments somewhere else. For people like us, we ain't got shit like that.
See,
that's why
we zoom.
Pivot. The pivot.
We zoom. We zoom just said it. Westfield and all next to me just got bought out and renamed. Yeah, look it up. Westfield Mall, Westfield Commercial Real Estate Company has said to the banks, to the American people. They're like Walmarts, bro. They're like Walmarts. You know how Walmart operates, right? If you see a new Walmart being built in your neighborhood or in your town, you can best believe they went to the town and told them, we need tax breaks for 5 years. We don't want to pay any taxes. We're not going to pay any taxes, but we're going to build this here. We're going to provide you guys employment. We're going to provide you guys revenue base. We're going to bring all these people in to shop at these Walmarts. Meanwhile, the Walmart moves in and it puts all the mom and pops out of business. When's the last time you seen an Ace Hardware store somewhere? I haven't seen one in forever.
Remember Radio Shack?
Remember Radio Shack? Circuit
Radio
City?
Shack, man.
Circuit City?
Radio Shack was my spot.
Here's something you guys probably don't know. Got to go, guys. Have a good day. All right, Welty, we'll see you next time, brother. Thank you for stopping by. Listen, have you guys noticed Best Buys are shutting down? They're shutting down stores. Best Buy. They're the last. They won. They like they said in Demolition Man. Taco Bell won the restaurant wars. Best Buy won the big box electronic stores. They won that war. And now Best Buy is capitulating.
Damn,
capitulating means giving up, quitting. Best Buys are on the way out. Little by little, they're on the way out. They're going to be an online retailer only, and eventually they will go completely out of business. Bed Bath & Beyond. Why go pay the prices at Bed Bath & Beyond when you can go buy a similar product at Walmart for 30 or 40% cheaper, which oppresses, depresses, suppresses workers from another country. But then those workers get pissed off in those other countries. Now you got an open border. They're coming through our border openly, right? Now they're going to take the jobs of other people that are working here that need the jobs and depress the wages more. Do we need to keep going over this, Eddie? I'm going into timeout, bro. I'm going into timeout.
And this is why we encourage everybody to do the pivot. There's one more thing that I want to include into my pivot. It's a 3D printer. I wanted one so bad for such a long time, but it's just like I don't want to overspend. So I have my PC. My PC cost me about $2,000. I already paid like $1,000 of it a couple of months ago. So the moment I'm done with this, I'm gonna get a nice 3D printer. You guys are gonna be like, "Hey Eddie, can you like print me this for my car?" But it kind of broke, and I don't want to pay for it because it's like $100 and something bucks, and I can print it for like $30. I'd be like, "Yes," and then we can network like that. I'll make a little money on the side. So, but 3D printer. I don't care what you say, Novus, and I don't care what Mr. Vinny Cuz says about having a 3D printer. I want one.
I'm not mad at you, bro. Get your 3D
printer. I think that 3D printing is gonna take over, at least for us. Are we the only ones that are actually basically taking 3D printing a little bit more seriously than everybody else in the world?
No, hell no. I told you, I don't know why you think I have a problem with you buying a 3D printer. I think you should
make conversation.
I think you engaged. I'm engaged. Look at spy dumping. Look at spy dumping, bro. Bada bum, bada bum, bada bum, bum, bum. Look at this. It's
nice. Oh wait, hold on. Let me bring spy. Okay, yep. I'm ready for spy.
I'm still not trading yet. I'm not making any trades yet. Got all my cash on the sidelines. I am in nothing. I am waiting for the Fed announcement, and then I'm going to let it do what it's got to do.
But yeah, but
listen, I encourage everybody. What 8:30? What are you talking about? 8:30? Bring up your economic calendar. You're looking for Fed minutes and Fed speech. Anyway, listen. I encourage everybody to do what they want to do. If it's your goal, your dream, make a plan and let's get it. Let's get it. So my thing to you is, though, Eddie, what I've said to you is make sure you have the patent or the copyright or the trademark on whatever it is you plan to farm out to somebody to make. Because we know,
have you seen how much a patent is?
Listen, what I'm saying is, Eddie, if you design something and you farm it out to a third party to print that thing, and you don't have rights to that design, they're just going to take your shit and run and be like, Eddie, who? That's my thing.
Even if I patent it, it's not going to make.
Hold on, I got to let him know the hold on. Where's my economic calendar? I can't remember if it was 11 a.m. or
no. Well, on the economic calendar, the only thing that I have for 2 p.m. today, it is what's today, the 14th. The Fed decision on interest rate. Okay, everything else, the PPI was 8:30.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That's what time it is. It's 2:00. It's 2:00 every time. No, 2:00 is the decision. 2:30 is the speech explaining. So some people will listen at 2:00. That will get whether it's no rate hike or quarter point, and then at 2:30 when Powell gives his speech, then we get forward guidance. So it's a two-tiered announcement. So you're going to get that initial reaction to whether we're going to pause today or whether we're going up. If we pause, look for a spike, look for a rally. If it's a pause, if it's a quarter point hike, look for the market to drop, and then you got to hang on and see what the forward guidance is. So there's the deal. You want to make money today? Go long. If there's a pause in the interest rate hike, if there's a raise in the interest rate hike, go short.
What,
there you go.
Mean you go long and then
news. No. What do you mean me go long?
That's what you're gonna do.
If the market rallies, I'm in. If the market goes short, if the market crashes, I'm in. I'm just not wasting any money on. I've been through too many of these. I know to wait and let the market react and then make the play. Yes, sir. Fasten the seatbelt, sir.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait till the end of the year.
Oh, man. Hey, I'm not going to apologize for the way I feel. And I'm not going to apologize for what I say. I just hope I didn't offend anybody. I hope it was an honest discussion because I believe in having honest debate. I'm cool with honest debate. I will listen.
Everybody
doesn't mean I'm going to agree.
Gotta have their own opinion, even if you don't like it. Because how are you gonna know if they don't say anything? How are you gonna know?
All right. We Zoom is screaming at me. News alert. Let me go see what we Zoom's talking about. He is, bro. Look at him. He yelled at me. He yelled at me.
What is it? Did he send you? Send the link. Send the link.
No, MSN. Oh, God damn it, MSN. Okay. Yes, I agree. See? Oh, we're going to talk about this tonight. We Zoom. Can I talk about this tonight? I don't want to talk about it now. We'll talk about it tonight.
What is it about?
I said we'll talk about it tonight. Rideshare Garage, 9 p.m. because this is more Rideshare Garage news. We Zoom. Can I talk about it tonight? Vinny, did you patent yourself or did you do the trademark yourself or did you pay them companies? Did the trademark myself, bro. I have 2 trademarks, 10 Back Pro Shops and Throw It Better. Throw It Better Pro Shops. Throw It Better. I own those 2 trademarks. Now, I didn't bother to trademark or patent Rideshare Garage. I have history and proof. But people are going to, if people copy your name, right, you would never know unless somebody brings you through it.
Okay, let's see. I got my fib.
Yes, this is true. Novice, what's going on, Novice? This is true, my friend.
Nabe's been here for a little
People
while.
get upset, but we're not trying. Well, listen, bro. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's check in with the weather. Let's see how the weather's going this morning.
Shit, it's probably me in there.
Breaking news.
Little bastard.
How's that weather? How's that weather out in space there, buddy? Have you been anally probed yet? Did they come and land in your backyard on top of the caddy and say, Eddie, we're here, Eddie?
Not yet. But keep
Eddie,
an eye on this UFO news.
Hey, Eddie, let me ask you a question, bro. Can I ask you a question?
I think so.
If you went to Boca Chica to watch a SpaceX launch, and Elon Musk came up to you and said, "Hey, Eddie, I heard you like to be anally probed. Would you be willing to move to Mars?"
No.
Would you be willing to move to Mars?
No, dude. You'll be a guinea pig.
You go to Mars?
You'll be a guinea pig. But no.
Well, you're a guinea pig anytime you go to the doctor.
Okay, dude. Yeah. Okay. Just what goes through Vinny's head is all right. He's married. What do you expect?
Hey, I ain't nothing, dude. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah,
listen,
but by the way, aliens looking. Hold on. Aliens looking for the Latin lecture. Yeah. You believe, dude? With the what I've been approached by here in Austin.
Eddie,
I mean, they turn different colors like big time. Okay, and the ranging sizes.
Would you move to Mars?
What? No, not now. Oh, hell no.
Hey, hold on. I got to answer this question. Hey, Invisible River Ranch, what if I told you that's actually being discussed? You'd think I was wrong, right? That's all I'm going to say. Oh, look at this. Invisible River Ranch is like, do a late night YouTube live stream every night on YouTube. But everybody else does the late night shows, bro. We are your morning vibe, bro. We want to get your blood pumping. We want to get you in a good mood. We want to have that lively debate. This is our gig. Everybody else wants to do it at night.
We just like to talk about this stuff.
We're in the mornings with Eddie and Vinny. This is how we roll.
It's just that
because this is our thing.
Vinny likes to watch what he says. I don't. I mean, I really don't care. It's just like, it's just how I feel. And some things have happened and I've learned from experience. It's kind of like, everybody talks about the black communities and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. Would I ever live in a black community again? Because I lived in them all my life.
Whoa. Why does it have to be a race thing, dude?
No. Dude, let me finish. So I have always been raised around black neighborhoods because it's cheap. You live in there. It's cheap. Rent is cheap.
Wait a minute.
New York.
See, it's not a black thing. It's an economic thing.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Can I finish?
I was born and raised in a very poor economic area.
Correct.
For y'all live down here, I'm from Carroll City.
Okay.
North Miami. I'm from Carroll City. There were other races there, but I mean, why did there are plenty of black communities that are fucking wealthy as hell.
Like which one?
Bro, there's plenty of them in Atlanta, around Atlanta.
I don't know about you, man, but in New York, there ain't no such thing.
Really?
I mean,
have you seen the price? Have you seen the real estate prices in Brooklyn and in the Bronx?
Uh-huh.
Have you seen the real estate prices on those brownstones up there?
Yeah.
You might want to check yourself, Eddie.
Really, really.
You might want to check yourself
I
today,
lived
bro.
in New York long enough to find out that I will never live in an all
So
black
you're
neighborhood
saying,
ever again.
so you're saying all black neighborhoods are fucking poor?
No.
Is that what you're saying, Eddie?
I'm saying that I would never live in an all black neighborhood. Too many problems, too many issues, too much crime.
It's the same shit in Spanish neighborhoods. It's the same shit in trailer parks where it's all white folks. What are you saying, Eddie?
In New
I don't
York,
believe
where
what
I
I'm hearing.
used to live, no matter where I went, if it was an all black neighborhood, it was a high crime neighborhood. I could not find one. I could not.
Bro, down here, Rolling Oaks. Anybody who lives down here,
It's
if you know
just
where
like-
Rolling Oaks is, you know where Rolling Oaks is, off 17th Avenue and 183rd in North Miami, you go back into Rolling Oaks. That's predominantly black folks living in there. And let me tell you something. It's a lot of money back there, bro. It's a lot of money back there. So I don't subscribe to that. I think neighborhoods are based on economic status. That's what I believe.
Uh-huh.
Now, am I saying that because I can only speak for where I live, but I've seen neighborhoods broke down poor that were predominantly black at one time are now predominantly Hispanic. So would it be fair for me to say that I will never live in a Hispanic neighborhood?
Would you?
Because of the high crime rate, this, that, and the other?
Would you?
Bro, I live where I gotta live. Where I gotta live.
That's right, but I had no choice.
But I'm not gonna let the race of the people decide that neighborhood.
No,
I'm not trying to live in a
Of
ghetto.
Of course not. Of course not.
But
if you in my time, I mean, I don't know how it's gotten now. I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, maybe there's a good neighborhood out there, yeah. But with things,
I'm about to red pill you, Eddie.
With what's going on over there during my time, oh yeah, I moved from neighborhood to neighborhood to neighborhood to neighborhood to neighborhood. Shit, I have so many addresses that I lived in PR from what was it? From Brentwood to Central Islip, to living right there on Wicks Road where MS-13 used to live. Ooh, I was right there. Also, Bayport, Corey Beach, yeah. But
I'm just saying, bro.
Corey Beach. Let me see.
Saying.
And then
But you can't put that on a race of people.
No. I'm just saying, if I was to ever live in New York, it wouldn't be an all black neighborhood. Sorry.
See, but that's what I'm saying though. You can't.
I used to live. Let me see. I used to live.
You're
in
showing a double standard.
Let me see. Hold on.
Showing a double standard.
I used to live in. When I first moved here, it was a nice complex, brand new. You know, they built it. It was like out in the middle of nowhere. There was no construction. I was like, wow, what's going on? There's no construction. It was nice in the beginning. I mean, compared to all the bad neighborhoods that I lived in New York, this was like being in heaven. Okay. And then they started moving people in, government, for this. They call it here low income. So Section 8, they started doing low income. So I was like, what's going on? I didn't know what was going on. And they started bringing more people in, and boom, dead body. Someone throws off the fourth floor. Someone gets stabbed. Okay. Someone starts running away, comes back into the complex. The other guy follows him because they stole money, and then boom. Okay, gets shot right there. All right.
Hold on.
And then And then what happened? It was predominantly black. Okay. They were moving in. They were moving in.
Couple months ago, down in Brickell, you guys hear how Brandon always talks about go work Brickell. There was an influencer. I think she was a white chick, right? Influencer, OnlyFans influencer, right? She's got an OnlyFans page. She made her money shaking her ass, right, for money. Nothing wrong with that. I support all single moms that work polls. But listen to me, Eddie. Listen to me, Eddie. Okay? Listen to me. She was a black dude, killed her boyfriend or stabbed him, right? Stabbed him because she thought something was going on when nothing was going on. That's in a rich neighborhood. Brickell. Bro, you ain't living in Brickell if you ain't got some money behind you.
I'm not talking about Brickell.
Well, I'm just saying that's a rich neighborhood where crime happened. So what's your point? What I'm saying to you is, sir, hold on.
I need you to take off
the color lens
Brickle.
and just put on the economic.
This is Brickle. Brickle.
By the way,
Florida?
we're breaking out on SPY. This is a 2-minute chart. Now look at this. Yeah, I know we shouldn't break this apart, but goddamn it, this is what we do. Okay, look at this. We had the first leg up. We had a retracement. I set a Fibonacci level off that to the higher day. Came back, flashed the buy zone, hit the 50 moving average, and took right back off again. Dun. So now I'm going to pull a fib extension because I want to know where this is going to end. Let's see if we can hit these targets. Here's our fib extension. Look at that. Hit that first price target already at 438.33. SPY is going to have a hell of a time if we come in with a pause on the Fed rate hike. Look for SPY to get up around 440, 441, but then it's going to run into all holy hell there. So
just want to make sure that I got the right Brickle over here. Population 12,601. Master's degree 37%. Bachelor's degree 36%. Some college and associate's degrees is 15%. Racial diversity: Hispanic 64%, white 29%, two or more races 3%.
Stop. You just so it's 60 what percent Hispanic? And you can walk down the street and get your ass clubbed over the head in a heartbeat and get your ass robbed. In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
White.
Okay? In a heartbeat, you can get your ass robbed in Brickle. That's not a black neighborhood, bro. Don't put it on black people or white people or Spanish people. Put it on fucking knuckleheads. Put it on assholes.
Income 105,000.
But it's definitely not on on black people, bro. I've lived in black neighborhoods. I've lived in white neighborhoods.
Okay.
You know what kind of neighborhood?
Invisible Ranch. Would you do a shared ride in a bad neighborhood? In
Brickle?
No,
I wouldn't do a shared ride anywhere.
I mean, wait, hold on. I don't know if Invisible Ranch is right here in Texas, but I have these particular neighborhoods that I don't go to.
Okay, here's one for you.
Especially at night.
About 6 months ago, this story made the news. Even your great brother over there, the rideshare professor, I think, did a video on this. Okay. Black female driver in Boca Raton from the Meisner Center. Go ahead. Pull up your little map there. Pull up your economic map there.
I'm looking at SPY.
Boca Raton at the Meisner Center. If you're from South Florida, you know where I'm talking about. Black female Uber driver, Lyft. I think she was driving for Lyft. She picks up a white guy at a very wealthy area. They get in the car. He sits behind her. They're having a conversation. Next thing you know, the white guy pulls out a freaking steak knife, puts it to her throat. This wasn't a shared ride. This was a regular ride. Puts it to her throat and telling her he's going to kill her. She fights him off. She gets away. The guy gets arrested. You cannot put this shit on color. You
can't put that on color.
On assholes.
But
you can't put it on color. So I'm just saying, I'm red pilling you this morning.
You're not red pilling me because if you go to New York, if you go to New York, go live in an all black neighborhood.
I haven't been to New York since 1986.
Oh God, it's freaking awesome. You're gonna love it there now. You love it. Just pick your neighborhood. I'll let you pick anywhere. You have and you can include Long Island too. Okay. Suffolk County, Nassau County, okay. Even the Hamptons. Okay. But you can't go right next to P. Diddy's house. You know, that's not fair.
Android says ain't shit going down in Brickle. Bullshit. People get robbed in Brickle all the time.
And now
you gotta watch. And now you gotta watch the scooter brigades, the scooter posses.
Wait, what's going on with the scooter? Do you have scooter posses? We
got scooter posses, bro.
Yeah. Invisible Ranch. Hey, listen, evil comes in any color. It's just that in the areas that I lived in, they were all very dark. You know how many fights I got into? Let alone the school.
Oh my God.
Mulligans.
Oh my God. Bro, you're going to get us thrown off the internet. What are you talking about?
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It happened to me. Dude, how are you going to tell me, all right, that where I lived, it was a good neighborhood. It was a shit fucking neighborhood. Shit, we left Chicago because our apartment complex got shot at.
Okay,
we left Chicago and we went to New York, and then it was just like
call it a shit neighborhood. But you don't have to define that neighborhood by the predominant color of the neighborhood.
Oh, it's just
that's what I'm saying.
It just happened to be there was predominantly black when I was living.
Listen, I can take you down to the sub. The Dominicans down in the sub, bro. You don't want to run down there.
But I'm talking about me in New York. You going like to another state. Like if I never lived in Florida.
Hey, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, there is. Listen, Driven Dad, a lot. There used to be these little bastards right next to the house that I used to live in, and I used to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and these bastards used to party till 6 o'clock in the morning. All right, selling drugs, and then they were next to me, and then across the street was rivals of them that were also selling drugs. So there used to always be conflicts. There used to always be conflicts and freaking.
I'm just saying, bro. I don't.
I was just
okay. Let me
There
add
was there were black white.
Let me add this. Let me add
there were black white guys. Don't get me wrong. There was Puerto Ricans. There was Latinos in there too, and the girls look fine as hell. Okay, but hey, you know,
I'm just saying, bro. You got to look at. Let me preface it by saying this. When I came home from the military, there was a reason why I chose to come back home to Miami, to where I was born and raised. Let me explain this.
All right.
Let me explain this. Growing up, I grew up in a predominantly black neighborhood. Okay. I'm not saying the neighborhood was good or bad. I'm saying there was 13 of us in a 2-bedroom house. Predominantly black neighborhood. Half the neighborhood I got along with, half the neighborhood I didn't. Because of certain prejudices in the neighborhood.
Sure.
Okay. That shit is taught from your parents. Your family teaches you whether you're going to be a prejudiced or racist individual or not. Notwithstanding that, I came back home to Miami because Miami is the most diverse region in this country, bar none. We are the gateway to Central South America, the entire Caribbean, Western Africa, and all of Europe. Hell, we even got a Russian-Ukrainian population down here in North Miami Beach and in South Broward and Hallandale, okay? And they don't give a shit about no war in Russia or Ukraine. They're out partying together. The point is that we all got along. We all get down with each other. We are good. There are a lot of places in this country when I was in the Army, I couldn't do that. If I took out the black chick, or if I took out the Asian chick, somebody always had something to say. I had a lot of fights when I was in the Army. Somebody always had something to say. I ain't got them fucking problems there, bro. I ain't got them problems. And then you know when the problems come in? When the freaking New Yorkers move down here, or from New Jersey, the Northeast, they bring their biases down. Again, double standard. We're right back to the topic. You move to Florida or you move to Texas to escape the other side's policies and laws and restrictions, and then you move here, and now you want to bring that same bullshit down here. Florida's closed. Do not come to Florida.
This is why I don't mess with no Texans. I don't mess with no Texans, okay? A lot chicks look good here, okay? But there's a lot of them that kind of just let themselves go. So I'm not a big fan. But these are the worst. Let me see. I just Googled, worst neighborhoods in Long Island. Now I kind of, I was like, during those times I had no choice, so I had to fight. Hempstead. Okay, I never lived in Hempstead. I lived in Brentwood. I've been to Freeport, Uniondale. I've been by there, but I never. Well, look, West Hampton, Sag Harbor, Riverhead, South Hold.
Oh, I just noticed
Brentwood.
I just noticed Kiki's in the chat.
Yeah, Kiki's in the chat. Brentwood right there. Mostly I lived in Brentwood, but it was because of a job. My job was very close to the neighborhood. And again, I was when I was raised in PR, it was we didn't really poor. It was just I don't know how to explain it. So some people might not say that we weren't poor, but after you reach a certain type of level, you'd be like, yeah, it's just I don't know. People have this mentality over NPR that if you work a 40-hour a week, you're gonna get somewhere. I was like, no, you ain't. No, you ain't. And then they get older and they start realizing once they get older that they worked that 40-hour week all their life and they ain't got nothing to show for it. And then when they retire, they look for the Social Security, but the Social Security is not even enough. All right. So what do? They got to go back to work.
Okay. WeZoom asked a question. Can I get your thoughts on DeSantis since he's right in your backyard, Vinny? Okay. This is my opinion of Ron DeSantis. He was the right man for the job if you believed in the Constitution. When the pause hit, he was the right man for the job if you believe in the Constitution. The gentleman he was running against when he was elected the first time, which was by like 1.5%, that guy turned out to be a crackhead, a meth head. Got caught in a hotel downtown Miami, butt-ass naked, cheating on his wife with another guy. Okay, that guy that he ran against wanted to vote in a state tax, a Florida state tax, to create more money, more taxes. So I'm cool with DeSantis, but I can say this the same about any governor, Republican or Democrat. He was reelected overwhelmingly in the state of Florida because he allowed us to maintain some type of anonymity when it came to the whole pause and everything that happened around it. So I liked him for that. I like him for the CRT. I don't believe, listen, leave the kids alone, bro. That's my deal, right?
There you go.
I agree with
shut
that.
us down, watch.
Well, they've already shut us down. But here's the thing. Now that he wants to be president, he's ignoring the state of Florida. He promised us, the state of Florida, 4 more years. Okay? And now we don't have it because he's out campaigning. That's number one. Number two, DeSantis has the donors that are behind him are anti-Trump. Are they backing DeSantis because they believe DeSantis is the right guy that will do a good job for the country? Or will DeSantis become another puppet like the rest of these really good politicians have become?
They turn.
I think it's the latter. I think he becomes a puppet. So 2 things against DeSantis. But number one, he is a old school Republican. In other words, he's going to take the money and run. That's how I feel about DeSantis. That's what I think about DeSantis. I don't think he's going to be good. I don't think he's going to be good for the country because he's going to be bought and paid for. Do you guys understand? That's why people get down with Trump, because Trump is not bought and paid for. No other politician can say that.
He doesn't need the money.
No, right. He's not bought and paid for it. He's plug and play politicians.
But yeah, but with DeSantis, you got to give him time.
Give him time.
Don't get me wrong. He can turn. DeSantis can turn, but
no, bro, no. He's like your guy, Greg Abbott. He's bought and paid for. Any politician that is bought and paid for, I don't want nothing to do with, because they're not going to represent the best interest of all the people. They're going to be extreme one side or extreme the other, dude. You understand? That's my and I'd say that for any politician.
Yeah, Umar. Yeah, man. I don't know.
Listen. Let me ask you a question, Eddie. Is Kevin McCarthy bought and paid for?
I don't know.
Is McConnell bought and paid for? These are Republicans now.
Yeah, I know.
They're all bought and paid
for. I don't know. But at the end, we got to see what happens, because I mean, we see that, did I want Trump to be president in 2016 when I was like, he's a real estate fucking guy. And businessman. He talks shit. But during that time, I was saying,
he's from New York.
Yeah.
That's
But
what
then
New
at that
Yorkers
time,
do.
I used to
They
go to
talk
this.
shit.
We used to go to this. I got friends. I used to go to this hotel, and we used to talk good. I was like, yeah, dude, this guy, he knows what he's talking about. I read his book and the shit that he goes through. Okay, and then he used to talk about what was going on in the economy all the time. Shit, he went on Oprah and said it. The reason why I went for it, okay, and I voted that way, it was because this guy is not going to give a shit. And if they poke at this guy's going to come back 10 times harder. Which that's what he does every time he does a convention and stuff. I went to one of his conventions. They say, where are the reporters? Put your hands up. Ain't no damn reporter in there. Put their hands up. Okay? Because he was talking about an incident that happened, and the reporters, okay, twisted the story. And then he turned around and sued the crap out of them, and they had to pay. All right? Mm-hmm. So none of the reporters in that convention said anything because they knew better, except for one guy. And then he raised his hand and he was like, he's a brave guy right there, brave guy, but I'm telling you, you poke them, catch him doing something wrong, please. I want to be wrong for once, but I said, you know what, I'm going to go this route because somebody needs to go in there and basically give the finger to everybody and say, no, we ain't going to do that. Just say no. I loved it when he canceled Pelosi's plane. It was like, nope, grounded. You ain't taking that shit. Love it.
Kiki is correct. This shit's all tribal. Clinton called Trump supporters a cult. They could say the same thing about Clinton or Ocasio or Biden supporters. They could call them a cult too. Right? No one's looking at policy. Like I said earlier. Two presidents that every American made money under. Didn't matter your economic station, your race, your language. None of that shit mattered. Under Bill Clinton, everybody got paid. And under Donald Trump, everybody got paid. That's all I'm saying. You got to look at policy. Forget the person. Y'all act like y'all ain't ever did some dirty shit in your life. We all done did some dirty shit in our lives. That at the end of the day, Eddie, can you say you have lived a clean life?
Oh, hell no.
Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. And last time I checked, ain't none of us living in a glass house because we ain't stupid. That brick comes hard. All right, I got another question up here.
Somebody was asking a question here.
The Driven Dad, Tony. What's up, Tony? Congratulations again to your Denver Nuggets. Also, if you're out in Vegas, congratulations to the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Defeated my Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup Finals. So good stick playing, good hockey, good basketball. It's all good in the hood. All right. Can I get your thoughts on Tesla's ESG score being 37 out of 100, while Philip Morris is at 84? Yeah? You want to know?
Elon?
Okay.
Go ahead, say it.
Here it is. Here it is. No money, no cocoa. If you ain't giving up the Benjamins, you're not getting the score. If you're not buying into the World Economic Forum, you're not getting the score.
But Elon don't need no money.
Elon's not buying into the World Economic Forum bullshit. He's not buying into the environmental, social, and governance bullshit. I'd venture to say they're going to say, whoa, no, these batteries, they're no good. Again, oppressive, depressive, and suppressive labor, right? If you own a Tesla, which I'm going to own a Tesla in 2 months, you have to admit there is slave labor, depressed labor out there grabbing the shit needed for these batteries. You cannot deny that. So understand that you have no moral high ground. But long-term stability, long-term future growth, long-term climate culture awareness, the EV is the way to go. It depends on how you look at it. Everybody's got their opinion, bro. But
what do you think he's creating?
Wait.
What do you think he's creating his Tesla bot? What do you think his Tesla bot is going to be for?
Wait a minute. So here's the bottom line. Here's the bottom line. If Elon Musk got in bed with Klaus Schwab, that Nazi bastard. Got in bed with Klaus Schwab. Yes, I said it. So if you're going to strike me, strike. I already know we're demonetized on this video. This video is demonetized. I already know it's demonetized. You can hit up Eddie's Patreon, Venmo, Cash App if you want to support the channel today. We appreciate it. Or you can hit that join button at the bottom of my video for $1.99. Anyway, I had to put in the shameless plug because we're going to be unemployed here in about an hour.
Probably
we're going to
shut us down.
We're going to go to turn on our apps, and the app's going to say, no money, no cocoa for you. Listen, if Elon got in bed with the Democrats, do you think the Democrats would be on his ass like they are? If Elon took Twitter and told Twitter, hey, censor it, do you think they would be on Elon's ass? Nope. Nope. His ESG score would be perfect 100 out of 100. I'm just saying. Y'all asking me my opinion. I'm telling you my opinion.
He don't care. I thought he's got satellites. He's got rockets. He's got solar company. Well, I don't know. Something going on with solar company.
Listen, bro.
He's got Tesla. Now he's the robot, the Tesla bot. Oh, and then the chip.
Look at what DeBone said. He said, "I'm actually worried about this."
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. By the way, did you hear Mr. Beast? They were asking Mr. Beast that if he would get the chip installed in his head, and he goes, "Hell yeah." He's like, "Do you know how much money you can make if you can process information 1,000 times faster?"
Ooh. Well, see now, hey, let's bring that full. You know what? Let's leave that conversation for tomorrow. Let's leave the effects of AI on everyday people. Ain't even got to be Americans. Everyday people. Let's leave that conversation for tomorrow, Eddie. Because that's a hell of a thing to talk about.
Well, yeah. By the way,
we're all worried about.
There has been talks that he believes that this is the only way. Like if AI comes out and starts freaking going gnarly crazy, okay, then a cyborg type is the only way that we can fight back.
Oh man, bro. Listen, we ain't trying to get nobody in trouble, but you know what? Listen, I'm going to keep it on. I'm going to tell you what I think is right. And if I'm wrong, then that's okay. I'm open-minded enough to accept the conversation and the debate. I am.
The chip got approved for fucking
for human trials.
For human trials.
Last week.
Did you believe that?
Yes. Let's talk about that tomorrow.
Okay.
You gotta have people come back tomorrow, man. We want people to come back tomorrow.
It's just okay. How do you regulate something like this?
Yeah.
Can you play the stock market?
Oh, bro.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Listen. More money, more cocoa.
That's right.
More money, more cocoa. For all my Hialeah friends. You ain't even got to. This ain't even a show me the money thing. This is just make it rain, and you can get whatever you want.
I mean, look. I think if that happens, I think Tesla stock is going to go way beyond Mars.
Elon was an extra in the crowd during the opening scene of Transcendence. Great movie, by the way. Predictive programming. Elon is Johnny Depp's character. You ain't lying about that, bro.
Wait, I haven't seen Transcendence. I got to see that.
You've never seen Transcendence?
No. Hold on. Let me see, because I've seen a lot of sci-fi movies.
You've never seen Transcendence with Johnny Depp? Where where the guy transfers his human consciousness into a computer?
It's not that long ago. Yeah, no.
Maybe like 10 years ago.
It was the one with his family.
You were probably still in diapers running around the nursery 10 years ago.
Probably. All right, it could be. No, I've never seen it.
Never
seen it.
By
the way, look at Tesla.
Make it happen, Key. Make it happen, Key. Let's get that shirt up into the store, the Rideshare Garage store. Let's get that shirt up.
More cocoa.
More money, more cocoa, baby.
Look, Tesla is coming right back down to that 61.8 level that everybody likes to play the bounce off of.
I told you I'm not touching the market until after 2 o'clock.
Yeah, no. And by the way, let me see. this is one of the issues with Puerto Rico is mostly Democratic. All right.
Listen,
Hold on. Hold on.
I hate labels, bro, but we got to do what we got to do.
Oh, damn it. I think I just lost it.
Hold on. If you've ordered when is my shirt coming? It is in process now, my friend. All orders that have been placed are in process now. They are being processed and moved accordingly. In other words, God damn it, it's in the mail. Get them, Key. Get WeZoom. All right. Anyway, Eddie. Yeah.
So,
what are we
this is census.gov PR. It's got like, wow, a little bit over 3 million people. All right. This is I believe this is a 2022.
Bro, we got more people in Miami than you got in Puerto Rico.
40.5% of persons below the poverty line.
Why is that? But why is that? No, go back to that for a minute. Why is that? Puerto Rico is a U.S. city, is a U.S. Annex. It's not a city, it's a U.S. annex, right? It's under the protection of the United States of America, right? There is a huge tourist destination in Puerto Rico, right? Got some of the most beautiful beaches in the world of Puerto Rico.
You wouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe.
Go back. Where you going?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Away? What are you doing, bro?
I was looking for.
I don't know what you're looking for.
Go ahead.
But look at that income though. Per capita income only $14,000 a year. In an American annexed province, possession, whatever we call it.
Not even a state. They don't even want to make it a state.
Bro, and the average median household income is $22,000. Bro, that's Burger King wages here. That's 22. You can make 22,000 working at Burger King right now. That's crazy. And y'all still want to make it about race? Y'all still want to make it about race? Because I promise you that 40.5%, wait a minute, that 40.5% below poverty, I promise you is mixed. All different shades of tone of skin color. All different shades of tones of skin color. It ain't a race thing, bro. It's an economic thing.
And Puerto Rico is mostly what? Run by?
Yeah, those guys. The other side of the aisle.
Democrats.
Anyway, Eddie,
what do they do?
It's 11:08, bro. It's 11:08, bro. It's 11:08. I'm just curious to see if I'm still going to have a YouTube channel when we turn this.
We're on my channel. What are you talking about? Oh, well, we run it through your channel too. Yeah.
Both channels are up, bro.
iRobot. Hey, by the way, see, I think iRobot is in the direction that we're going.
Can we talk about that tomorrow? Can we talk about AI tomorrow? Because we got a show tonight. In case y'all don't know, Rideshare Garage will be live 9 o'clock tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. out on the West Coast, West Side. And we will have, hopefully we'll have everybody there. Hopefully everybody will be there today. Damn. Oh, my God. Look what Driven Dad just said. I'm not going to say it. Don't mention the word. Don't mention the word. But look what he just said. Read the comment.
Damn. Just type. Okay. Yeah. God damn it.
That's a normal Fibonacci level, bro. That's the name. Yeah, Invisible River Ranch. Eddie's name is first. That's why I created the title of the show. That's why I put his name first. So that he could get shot at first. And since he's only like 5'6",
they'll probably miss me anyway.
Go right over.
You know, I'll do the Matrix. I don't even have to do the Matrix. I don't even have to do a Keanu Reeves.
Woo!
You know. And besides, by the way, I'm playing this 60. It literally hit the 61.8 on Tesla, and I'm taking it up to the 50.
Yeah, I'm not even. I got Tesla up over there, so you guys can see. I still got all my charts up and everything.
Just trying it out. Really, seems to be working out. Been watching a lot of videos on playing the fib, and I don't know.
All right. Hey, we appreciate y'all joining us. I'm really glad you guys showed up today. I'm glad you guys hung with us for the most part.
Yeah.
I know the show got a little off the rails today, but listen, this is it, bro. if you guys got any topics, anything y'all want to talk about, man, feel free. Send them to Eddie at Eddie don't give a damn. He licks balls at gmail.com. And, you know, we'll get your questions up on the, we'll get your questions in the chat and on the show.
Yep. And by the way, see, DC, lecture levels. Yeah, man. By the way, man, okay, Dr. C, man, Puerto Rican. So I'm Latino, you know, and in PR. Yeah, Umar, right now I just took this Tesla call right here, literally right off. It literally touched it. And I was talking to you guys and I waited for candle over candle and then I just took it. So I'm on a call right now, and I'm just gonna take him from fib to fib, and then once it reaches the my fib over here, then I'm gonna decide whether I'm gonna sell it or not. Oh wait, are you gonna put it? Oh, but yeah, the Latinos, bro, the popping babies all over the place.
Hey.
Breaking news.
And now you guys know listen, you've been at work, bro. You went to work. I don't know what to tell you. That's it for the weather today. If you're in South Florida, though, I will tell you this. If you're in South Florida, expect another round of heavy thunderstorms this afternoon. We got banged out yesterday. We're going to get banged out again today. And I'm going to leave us on this comment, and we're gonna wrap this show up tonight. Okay. He hooked up with Steven, the little balls. Yes, because Eddie don't give a damn. He licks balls at gmail.com. With that being said, Eddie, you ready?
Wait, who's Steven? Which Steven?
You ready?
Steven. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.